Hi everybody, in today's video, this is the part 2 of my daily routines for healthy living. So these are going to be the nighttime routines. So if you are in need of some ideas to do for a nighttime routine, stay tuned because I'm going to be giving you my top nighttime routine ideas. These are some of the best ones out there that I think are most beneficial in helping you get good sleep, in helping you establish an overall daily routine. So if you missed my first half of this series, which is the morning routines, check out that video down below, and at the end I will have links to that as well. All right, so the first one on this list is meditation. So this is one that is always brought up a lot when it comes to daily routines, especially nighttime routines. I think meditating at night is amazing. I don't usually do it in the morning because it's something that I feel it's just easier to do at night. I think it kind of helps you get ready for sleep. And it kind of goes along with a couple of these other suggestions too. So the next one is to watch the sunset. And this is kind of the start of the nighttime. I like to say that when I divide my day up into the daily routine sections or areas, I do morning, and then anything in the middle is just whatever, that's kind of free time. And then once the sun goes down, that's when I start my nighttime routine stuff. So I'm not really constantly doing everything. It's just that when the sun goes down, there's certain things that I set into place. And actually, it didn't make this list, but after the sun goes down, that's when I start turning on all my amber colored lights and my Himalayan salt lamps. They kind of go along with the sunset. They're all the same color, and it's just a great way to get your body in sync with the sun, and your circadian rhythm will thank you. So the next one is write in a journal. And of course, this is one of my favorite subjects and something that I talk about all the time because this is such an integral part of living a holistic lifestyle, I think. It's good for the body, mind, and the soul, and it's mostly good for sleeping because, well, I shouldn't say mostly. It's just right before you go to bed is when I think this is done. It's best to do this then because the purpose of a journal is to clear your mind. And so you don't really need to clear your mind in the morning, which is why I don't have this on the morning routine list. I think it's way more important to do at night because there's a couple different kinds of journaling actually that I think are really, really good for nighttime specifically, such as the brain dump. So, right before you fall asleep is when you're going to need your brain to be empty. So, you don't want to have any recurring thoughts running through your head. You want to get them all down on paper, and it's a miraculous thing, really. Once you write everything down, your brain kind of forgets about it, and then it's free to relax and sleep. And then another thing I like to do before bed, for as far as journaling goes, is gratitude journaling. What a great way to end the day. It helps put you in a better mood. It helps change your perspective and get you in a good mood for sleep. And another thing that I write in my journal before bed is my manifestation stuff. So I've actually got separate journals for this. I've got a separate manifestation journal, and that's a great time of the day or night, I should say, to kind of solidify what you want. If you're trying to create a dream life, if you're trying to manifest any particular thing, right before bed is an amazing way to do that because um, particularly before bed, the thoughts that you have, they're fresh in your mind and they kind of get put into your dreams a lot. So I often have dreams about the things that I think about right before bed. So that is why there's many reasons that it's a great idea to write in a journal before bed. Take a bubble bath. This is one that most people probably already do or already think of when they think of a nighttime routine. So I had to add it to this list because I think it is one of the best ones. And there's a couple things that you can add into this as well to amplify this, which are using essential oils. You can put lavender oil in your bath water, and that is just heavenly. You can also have an essential oil diffuser going if you just want it in the air. You can light candles. You can listen to soft music. You can, there's some, you can even, if you wanted to, you could probably figure out a way to read a book or write in your journal in the bathtub. If you had one of those little stands that goes over the tub, which I think would be really cool to have. I kind of want to buy one of them, but it's just a way to combine a lot of these nighttime routine ideas into one. So this one is oil massage, and this is something that's really popular in Ayurveda. It's really warming and calming. So this is a great thing to do, especially in cooler weather, in the fall or the winter, or even the spring still, to rub oil massage on your body. So this also is good for your skin, and it calms the nervous system, which is why I think it's one of the best things that you can do before bed. Read a book. So you can do this anytime after the sun goes down. Well, honestly, to be fair, you could really read a book any time of the day. It's up to you, but I think reading a book in the last half of the day after the sun goes down or right before it really sets the tone for the rest of the night. It puts you in that relaxed mood, and I prefer to read my book right before I go to bed. Like I save that for last because I don't always have time, and I always want to get my journaling and my meditation in first. And sometimes I'm just too tired to read anymore, so I save that for last. But if there's a day where I'm particularly in a mood to be lazy, I'll read a book earlier. And another time that I like to do a lot of reading is on the new moon, the day of the new moon, which is sometimes called the dark moon, before the moon actually starts to shine again, where you really can't see anything. That's a lot of relaxed energy going on, and that's a good time. Like, that's only one day out of the month that I give myself a break to do nothing. Like, I'll barely do any work and I will do a lot of reading. So, that's a great time to do something like that. Light candles. I kind of mentioned this a little bit earlier. Of course, you can light candles in the bathtub, but I light candles on my altar when I am meditating and writing in a journal. I like to have a candle going. I also sometimes light candles just after sunset, along with my Himalayan salt lamps and my amber colored light bulbs, just to get that ambient dim light going, because that really helps reset your circadian rhythm if you do it on a regular basis. Turning off your electronics. This is so important. Not too many people do this, so this might be something that you feel a little resistance about, especially when it comes to your cell phone, because most people can't put them down for more than a few minutes these days. But this is my personal routine as far as this goes. I don't use my phone for anything except for texting if I have to, but I try to, keep that to a minimum. And I don't do anything else on my phone unless I have to call someone, but that's rare. And I also don't watch TV after sunset. And if there's a tablet or an iPad around, I don't use that either unless I can use the blue light blocking app, which you can do. Some electronics have the blue light blocking app, which is amazing, but I don't know if they all do. And it's just best to play it safe and not be on any electronics the last hour at least. I mean, you can give yourself a break and use them for a little bit after the sun goes down. But for your sleep, for the sake of getting a good night's sleep, having that last hour with no electronics really is amazing. And you might notice if you go camping and you kind of stay off your phone, and you just sit in front of a fire for the last couple hours, that's so relaxing and good for your mind and good for your body. Working on a relaxing hobby. This is a good thing to do at night before bed. And this picture shows a woman coloring mandalas, and that's one of my new favorite hobbies actually. So if you can get your hands on some of those coloring pages, I've actually got some of those in my Etsy shop as well, some mandala coloring pages or any type of coloring pages for adults. They're so relaxing. And of course, if you've already got a relaxing hobby that you like, you can do that as well, like putting puzzles together, doing crosswords, doing word finds, knitting, sewing, or any of those types of crafts. Anything that is relaxing to you and kind of, so your mind is clear. Your mind is, if you can get yourself in the zone of something that you enjoy doing, that's a great thing to do before bed. All right, here's the last one on this list, and that is to write out the next day's to-do list. This might be a surprising one because this isn't usually thought of as a routine, a nighttime routine activity, but I really think that this helps with sleep. I really think that this helps when you have, especially if you have a really busy schedule, if you have kids, if you work from home, if you do homeschooling, if you have a business, any of those things can drive you crazy if you don't organize your schedule. So this is crucial, especially if you fall under one of those categories. Of course, you might not have a list. You might not have a to-do list. In that case, even better, you have nothing to write down. Then you can just stick to your journaling and that should be good. But I find that if I don't write down my next day's to-do list, I will not have an easy time falling asleep because I'll lay there and I'll try to remember what else I had to do the next day and also if I got everything for today finished. So that's another reason why keeping a planner is amazing. They're good for so many things and they're helpful for your mind organization. I think keeping your mind organized is so crucial to your mental health, and it's also crucial for getting a good night's sleep. And that is why that is on this list of nighttime routine activities. So that is the daily routines for healthy living, part two, the nighttime routine list. I hope you got some benefit out of this and got some good ideas. And I'm really excited to hear from you if you try any of these and have some good luck with them and make sure that you do them more than once. That's why they're called routines. They're something that you should build a lifestyle around, really, because that's when they do the most good for you. So I'm excited to hear your comments and maybe I missed some, so let me hear your comments, write them down below of anything that I might have missed. And thank you so much for watching this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.